Welcome to this video where we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in US history, the 1985 D. Lincoln penny. Could this unassuming penny hiding in your pocket change be worth up to $1 million? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify if you own one, and what steps you need to take to cash in big. Let's get started. You're going through an old jar of coins and you come across a 1985 penny. You shrug it off. After all, it's just a penny, right? But what if that tiny piece of copper is a ticket to a life-changing windfall? Sounds crazy? Stick with me, because it's not just possible, it's happening. Here's the thing about coins: their value isn't always about how much they're worth as currency. Sometimes, it's about rarity, errors, and collector demand. The 1985 D. Lincoln penny is a prime example. This coin, minted in Denver, is part of a series that's ordinary at first glance but can hide extraordinary details. And those details are what we'll uncover together. But before we dive into the specifics, let me ask you this: when was the last time you checked the coins in your pocket? I'm guessing not often. And that's exactly why so many people miss out on fortunes hidden in plain sight. Don't let that be you. So, what makes the 1985 D. Lincoln penny special? The first thing you need to know is that some of these coins were struck with errors, a collector's dream. These errors can range from doubled dies to off-center strikes, or even misaligned mint marks. Think of these imperfections as the coin's fingerprints, unique and irreplaceable. Now, here's the exciting part: some of these error coins have sold for thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. And that's not a typo. Now, I can already hear the skeptics saying, "Okay, but how likely is it that I have one of these?" Fair question. The odds may not be in everyone's favor, but consider this: in 2017, a rare penny from the 1940s sold for over $1.7 million. The person who sold it found it in an old coin collection they inherited. What's stopping you from being next? Let's transition to the second act: how to spot a valuable 1985 D. Lincoln penny. Start with the mint mark. On this coin, the letter D appears just below the year. If it's tilted, doubled, or looks unusual in any way, you could be holding something valuable. Another thing to check for is the coin's surface. Does it have unusual luster or color? Some pennies struck on experimental planchets can have a distinct appearance. These small details can mean the difference between a penny worth 1 cent and a coin worth tens of thousands. And here's a quick tip: when examining your coins, use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Trust me, you don't want to miss a detail because you're relying on your naked eye. It's like trying to spot a needle in a haystack, only this needle could be pure gold. Before we move to the final act, let me ask: have you ever heard of someone selling an old coin and regretting it later? It happens more often than you think. That's why, if you think you found something valuable, the first step is getting it professionally appraised. And no, this doesn't mean handing it over to just anyone. Look for a certified numismatist or a reputable coin dealer. Now, let's talk about market trends. The value of rare coins like the 1985 D. Lincoln penny isn't just static. It's influenced by demand, auction results, and even economic conditions. Right now, the market for rare coins is red hot. Collectors are paying top dollar for pieces that complete their collections or tell a unique story. In short, the time to act is now. But here's the catch: you're not the only one looking to cash in. Every day, more people discover the value of their old coins. The longer you wait, the more competitive the market becomes. Do you really want to be the person who hesitates and misses out? As we wrap up, let me leave you with this: fortune favors the bold. The 1985 D. Lincoln penny might seem like just another coin, but it could be the key to unlocking a future of financial freedom and opportunity. So, what are you waiting for? Grab those old coins, take a closer look, and start your journey toward a wealthier tomorrow. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on tips that could change your life. Until next time, happy hunting. Imagine finding a single penny that could change your entire life. One tiny coin, sitting in a drawer, hidden in plain sight, and it could be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1991 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a coin so rare and valuable that it's turning everyday Americans into millionaires. Now, before you dismiss this as just another penny story, let me ask you, when was the last time you checked your pocket change? That penny you're about to toss aside could be worth more than your car, your mortgage payment, or even your annual salary. Intrigued? Good, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so special, how to identify it, and why collectors are willing to pay extraordinary amounts to get their hands on one. So stick around, because you don't want to miss this. Let's start with the basics. The 1991 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is a coin that's sparking excitement across the numismatic community. But why? Well, here's the twist. Most pennies minted in 1991 were produced at the Denver or Philadelphia Mint, and their mint marks, D or P, were stamped on the coin. However, a small batch of pennies escaped this process, leaving them with no mint mark at all. And this error has made these coins incredibly rare. You're probably thinking, okay, rare, but how valuable can it really be? Well, here's where it gets exciting. In recent years, these no mint mark pennies have sold for thousands, even hundreds of thousands, at auctions. And the highest graded specimens? Those are climbing into the $1 million range. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million for a single penny. Just imagine what you could do with that kind of money. But before you start dreaming of yachts and private jets, let's talk about how to identify one of these rare treasures. First, grab your magnifying glass or even your smartphone camera. Look at the front of the penny, just below the date. If there's no mint mark, you might be holding one of the rarest coins in circulation. But there's more to it than just the mint mark. Hold that thought. We'll get into the exact details of grading and verification in just a moment. For now, let's pause and reflect. What if you've already seen one of these coins and didn't even realize it? That's the kind of what if that keeps collectors up at night. Now that we've built the excitement, let's discuss the crucial step, verifying and selling your coin. Not every 1991 no mint mark penny will fetch top dollar. The condition of the coin is key. Grading systems, such as those used by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, determine the value based on factors like luster, scratches, and overall wear. A top-tier graded coin, designated as MS-70, meaning it's in perfect mint condition, can bring in the highest bids. But here's where the urgency comes in. The market for rare coins is hot right now. Collectors are eager to buy, and prices are soaring. Who knows how long this trend will last? The time to act is now. So, dig through your change jars, check old wallets, and call up Grandma to see if she's got an old coin collection gathering dust. And here's a little pattern interrupt to reset your focus. Isn't it ironic that the same coin you used to pay for gum in 1991 could now buy you an entire candy factory? To wrap things up, let me leave you with this cliffhanger. There's one more critical detail about the 1991 no mint mark penny that could mean the difference between a life-changing payday and just another coin in your pocket. Want to know what it is? Hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on these hidden treasures. Remember, your fortune could be lying just within reach. Don't let it slip away. Imagine finding a coin in your pocket change that could change your life forever. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you that a 2008 D Lincoln penny might be worth more than just 1 cent? In fact, under the right circumstances, it could be worth up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, a single penny potentially worth a fortune. Stick around, and I'll show you exactly what makes this coin so valuable and how you can determine if you've been sitting on a goldmine without even knowing it. Before we dive into the specifics, let's start with a little story. Picture this: you're cleaning out an old drawer, maybe sorting through a jar of coins you've been meaning to take to the bank. You spot an ordinary-looking penny, but something about it catches your eye. It's a 2008 penny with a small D mint mark. At first glance, it's just a regular coin, nothing special. But what if that tiny coin was the key to transforming your financial future? How many of us overlook opportunities like this every day, simply because we don't know what to look for? Let's talk about the 3 factors that determine the value of a 2008 Lincoln penny: rarity, condition, and demand. These are the pillars of coin valuation, and they're what separate a penny worth 1 cent from one worth thousands, or even millions. Now, don't worry if you're not a coin expert. I'll break this down in simple terms so you can quickly assess your own coins. First, rarity. Not every 2008 penny is worth a fortune. The key lies in finding errors or unique characteristics that set your coin apart. For instance, some 2008 pennies were struck with a double die error, which creates a noticeable doubling effect on the design. This error is highly sought after by collectors because it's so rare. Think about it, something as small as a manufacturing mistake can skyrocket the value of a coin. And isn't it fascinating how imperfections often make something even more desirable? Next, condition. This is where things get a little tricky. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated condition. The better the condition of your coin, the higher its value. So, if you've got a 2008 penny that's been sitting in a protective case, untouched by time, you could be looking at a significant payday. And here's a quick tip: always handle your coins by the edges to avoid damaging them. The last thing you want is to discover you've been holding on to a fortune only to ruin it with a smudge. Wouldn't that be a heartbreaker? Finally, demand. This is where the real magic happens. Even a rare coin in pristine condition won't fetch much if nobody wants to buy it. But here's the good news: the coin collecting community is alive and thriving, and there's always someone willing to pay top dollar for a rare find. Auctions, online marketplaces, and private sales are buzzing with activity, so if you've got a valuable coin, you won't have trouble finding a buyer. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever considered what you would do if you stumbled upon a coin worth millions? Would you quit your job? Pay off your mortgage? Take that dream vacation you've been putting off for years? It's exciting to think about, isn't it? But here's the thing: the opportunity won't wait forever. Coins like these don't just sit on the market. Collectors are constantly hunting for treasures, and once a rare penny is sold, it's gone. Forever. So, if you've got even the slightest suspicion that you own a valuable coin, now is the time to act. Here's a quick way to get started. Grab your change jar, your old coin collection, or even that stash of coins in your car's cup holder. Look for the 2008 Lincoln penny. Check for signs of doubling or other anomalies. If you're unsure, consult an expert or have the coin professionally graded. It might cost a little upfront, but it's worth it if you're sitting on a potential fortune. After all, wouldn't it be better to know than to spend the rest of your life wondering? Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought. Life is full of unexpected opportunities, and they often come in the most unassuming forms. A tiny penny, overlooked by millions, could be the key to a better, wealthier life. But only if you take action. The next time you're tempted to dismiss that pile of spare change, remember, hidden treasures are everywhere, just waiting to be discovered. So, what are you waiting for? The clock is ticking, and your fortune could be just 1 penny away. A coin so ordinary yet carrying a secret so extraordinary that it could change your financial future. Yes, a penny. But not just any penny, the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Its value? Up to $1 million. Intrigued? You should be. By the end of this video, you'll not only know why this coin is worth so much but also how to check if you have one tucked away in a jar, a drawer, or even under your couch cushions. Let's start with a surprising fact: most people don't realize the true worth of the coins they handle every day. You might think, it's just a penny, but here's the twist: the 2013 no-mint mark penny holds a unique place in the world of numismatics, the study of coins. No mint mark means it was produced in the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a distinguishing mark that year. This detail, seemingly small, is a key factor in its rarity and value, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Have you ever thought about why rare coins become so valuable? It's not just about age. Condition, rarity, demand, these are the trifecta that transforms a humble coin into a treasure. Now picture this, you're at a yard sale, sifting through an old coffee can full of coins. Suddenly, you spot a shiny 2013 penny with no mint mark. Could this be the moment your luck changes? Here's where it gets exciting. Some of these pennies, if graded as MS70, that's mint state perfection, can fetch jaw-dropping prices at auctions. We're not talking spare change here, we're talking enough to pay off debt, buy a car, or even make a down payment on a house. But wait, how can you tell if your penny is the real deal? First, grab a magnifying glass and examine the coin closely. Look at the details of Lincoln's face. Sharp lines, clean edges, and a flawless surface are what you're hoping for. Next, check the back. A perfectly struck shield design means you might have hit the jackpot. But don't stop there. Get your coin authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This step is crucial. Now, let's talk about timing. The market for rare coins is booming right now. Collectors and investors are paying top dollar for high-quality pieces. But here's the kicker, the window of opportunity might not stay open forever. Coin values can fluctuate. What's worth a fortune today might not be tomorrow. So, if you've got one of these rare pennies, act quickly. By this point, you might be wondering, how did a penny become so valuable in the first place? It's all about the story. The 2013 no mint mark penny represents a piece of history, moment in time captured in copper and zinc. Collectors crave that connection. It's not just a coin, it's a conversation starter, a tangible link to the past. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought. What if the next time you empty your pockets, you discover a fortune waiting to be claimed? That humble penny could be your golden ticket to financial freedom. Don't ignore it. Search your change, check your jars, and inspect those forgotten coin rolls. And if you've enjoyed this journey into the world of rare coins, make sure to like this video, share it with fellow treasure hunters, and subscribe for more insights into coins that can change your life. Remember, opportunity doesn't knock twice. Could this be your moment? You'll never know until you look. Have you ever looked at a penny and thought, this little coin could be worth a fortune? Imagine holding a 2016 D Lincoln penny in your hand, not realizing it could potentially change your life. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny, minted in 2016, could be the key to unlocking wealth you never imagined. Intrigued? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to find it, and why the clock is ticking on this opportunity. Now, let's dive in. But first, let me ask you something. When was the last time you checked the loose change sitting in your drawer? It's easy to overlook the potential treasure hiding in plain sight. After all, they're just pennies, right? Wrong. The 2016 D Lincoln penny is no ordinary coin, and today, I'm going to explain why it could be worth up to $1 million, if you know what to look for. Let's start with the backstory. The 2016 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, one of the two primary locations where U.S. coins are produced. On the surface, it looks like every other penny in circulation. Copper-coated, shiny, and unassuming. But what makes some of these coins special are the rare errors and unique characteristics that occur during the minting process. Double dies, off-center strikes, or unique patterns in the lettering are just some of the anomalies that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. These errors make the coin rare, and rarity drives value. You're holding a coin that has a tiny imperfection, maybe a slight doubling of Lincoln's profile or an unusual mark on the reverse side. That imperfection could be worth tens, hundreds, or even millions of dollars. Here's a little secret the government doesn't want you to know. These mistakes are like hidden Easter eggs, scattered among billions of coins in circulation. Finding one is like winning a mini lottery, but you have to know how to spot it. So, what should you be looking for? The 2016 D Lincoln penny with a double die error is one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. These errors occur when the die that stamps the coins shifts slightly during production, leaving a faint but noticeable doubling effect on the design. It's subtle but distinct, especially around the date or lettering. Take a closer look at any 2016 D penny you come across. A magnifying glass or a simple coin microscope can reveal details that the naked eye might miss, but here's the kicker: these coins are getting harder to find. Every day, more and more of them are being discovered, authenticated, and snapped up by collectors. If you wait too long, you might miss your chance to strike gold, or copper, in this case. Think of it like this: every moment you hesitate is a moment someone else is cashing in. Let me ask you a quick question. How many pennies do you think pass through your hands in a single year? 100? 1,000? And how many of those have you actually inspected? If you're like most people, the answer is probably none. But what if one of those overlooked pennies could pay off your mortgage, fund your dream vacation, or even set you up for early retirement? The opportunity is there, but only if you take action. Here's a fun fact to keep you motivated. In 2023, a 2016 D Lincoln penny with a rare error sold for over $100,000 at auction. And that's not an isolated case. Coins like these routinely fetch 5 or 6 figures, depending on their condition and rarity. Imagine the thrill of finding one of these valuable coins in your spare change. Exciting, isn't it? Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great, but what if I don't find one? That's a fair question, and here's my answer: even if you don't find a 2016 D Lincoln penny worth millions, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for the coins you handle every day. And who knows? You might stumble upon other valuable treasures in the process. Remember, knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to transform pocket change into life-changing wealth. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought. The coins sitting in your jar, your car, or even your wallet have a story. Some of them might carry secrets worth uncovering. Don't let fear of missing out stop you from taking the first step. Start checking your pennies today. The sooner you begin, the better your chances of striking it rich. In my next video, I'll reveal another coin that could be worth even more than the 2016 D Lincoln penny. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. So, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the next treasure hunt is just around the corner. Remember, the path to wealth often starts with the smallest of steps, or in this case, the smallest of coins. Happy hunting, and I'll see you in the next video. But what if that little coin could be worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. The 2017 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is making waves in the coin collecting world, and its value might just blow your mind. But wait, what makes this penny so special? Could you already have one lying around in your home? And more importantly, how can you cash in on this rare treasure? Stick around because, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to turn a simple penny into a life-changing fortune. Now, before you go rummaging through your couch cushions, let's talk about why this penny might just pay off your mortgage. First, let's dive into the history. In 2017, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, but not all pennies are created equal. Coins minted in Denver, marked by the tiny D underneath the year, hold a special place in collectors' hearts. Why? Because of rare errors and unique variations that make some of them incredibly valuable. Now, here's where things get exciting. Some 2017 D pennies have mistakes, like double dies or striking errors, that weren't caught during production. These flaws turn an everyday penny into a collector's dream. One of these rare coins recently sold for over $3,000. And that's just the beginning. The right penny with the right error could be worth a fortune. But how do you know if your penny is one of these rare treasures? Hold tight, we're getting to that. So, how do you identify a valuable 2017 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny? Start by checking the coin's condition. Does it look brand new, or does it show signs of wear? Coins in mint condition are always more valuable. Next, grab a magnifying glass and inspect for errors like doubling on Lincoln's face or the inscriptions. Pay attention to unusual features. Anything that looks slightly off could mean big money. And if you don't have a magnifying glass, no worries. Borrow your kid's science kit or squint really hard. Now, you're probably wondering, where can I sell a rare penny like this? Auction houses, coin dealers, and online platforms like eBay are great starting points. But, here's the kicker, timing is everything. The coin market's demand fluctuates, and knowing when to sell could mean the difference between a few $100 and life-changing money. But what if I told you there's an even bigger secret to unlocking the full potential of your coin collection? Subscribe now, and in my next video, I'll reveal the insider tips that top collectors don't want you to know. Don't wait too long to check your pennies. Every moment that goes by could be a missed opportunity. Hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and let me know in the comments if you found any rare coins in your collection. Your fortune might just be a penny away. See you next time.